This is the pasture that for me had a purpose in every season, a different purpose. The fall and spring, you would see baxter and roebuck streaking across here, chasing a deer or turkeys. You would see in the summertime Eustace's horses and mules that would come here to graze, and Jackie and McLean and Katie and I would feed them apples and carrots right from this fence. In the wintertime, it was the best sledding hill because you started at the top up there, and if you steered a little bit right down near the bottom here, you could keep going straight down through there to the start of the old logging road that leads down to Eustace's place. This is about the spot where McLean and I would stand when we would play the rock toss game that we made up. We would put the bucket, the aluminum pail, down there by the woodshed, and from up here we would toss rocks to try to get them in the bucket. And if you got a clink sound, you knew you were close. This used to be this parking spot for the Jack-a-lack, an all-terrain child transport wagon. Crazy dog. This is the grave, final resting place of Vince. And this is his headstone. You can see his name is etched on the headstone. And he's been buried here for 6 years, maybe, something like that. He's gone but not forgotten. This is the area where McLean first started ninja training. He's accomplished many challenges since that day maybe a year ago, when he had to go through the trials of Blue Knob at this training ground. This is the haunted barn of Blue Knob. There's a broken pane of glass right there on the right door. No one knows how it got there, who broke it, what went in, or what went out. There's the broken pane of glass in the right door. No idea how it got broken or what was trying to get in or out. We're pretty sure it was a ghost. Down this side of the knob, there's a really cool rock formation. We went there on McLean and Jackie's first really difficult hike, Jackie lost a tooth down there while we were sitting on the rock formation. This is the living room where we would open Christmas presents and watch basketball games. The kids would play with Jack in the Box or blocks or puzzles. This is the room where Jackie McLean always slept. Some family artwork on the wall. There are the toys and books. Jackie's dresses that I need to take home today. And this little pull chain on the ceiling fan used to have this huge brass little bulb that you used as a handle. And every time I walked in here, I would slam my head against it and want to say bad words. So I took that off. But still, this room is where Jackie McLean always stayed when we came to visit. My mom's baby grand piano used to be right here, and she would always play really whenever we were waiting for somebody to get ready to go someplace. And they now have donated the piano. It has a nice new home, and they're cleaning up the house to move. Still, their new bedroom will be nice in their new house. It won't be this nice because when they wake up in the morning, they won't look out the window to this. But, all good things. Here are a couple of Jackie Burns-Jones original paintings when she was 2 there. And then a year later, in her Rose period. It's one of my favorites. That one is. That used to be a busy place. Hummingbirds and other birds. Looks like the buffet's been closed down at this point. But you could always sit at this window and watch all the regulars come and eat. I think this is about where I was standing that day 7 or 8 years ago. Baxter comes strolling up after running wild through the woods with his leg peeled like a banana, just skin hanging off and blood everywhere. He still, I think, had a tennis ball in his mouth and didn't seem to really care about the injury. He's fine now. This is a spot where about a year ago, Jackie and McLean and I sat and built little houses out of sticks and acorns and stuff. This is the deck that my dad built, and I helped a little bit with. Before Katie and I had our wedding party, rehearsal dinner type thing here at Blue Knob, and this deck came in handy for that. There was a little 4-piece quartet up there on the porch, playing some nice background classical. And my dad also built the barn that now is haunted, unfortunately. That's not his fault. And yeah, he's a handy guy. This right here is about the exact spot where I proposed to Katie, fall of 2003. I think it was a little after Thanksgiving, and it was snowing. There was snow on the ground. It was night, and I popped the question here, and I dropped the ring on the ground in the snow right about there, but I picked it back up. Wasn't lost. And she said yes. Time to go.